exchanged for this loyalty. No, they're not giving me anything.
We just love them.
I just love them.
No, because you know why I think they'd be okay with it? Because like I did yesterday in my Instagram stories, I put on my little winter skin set that I'm using at the moment.
Yeah.
And they, without hesitation, just reposted to their stories straight away. And it's not a 6-piece Ishtar. It's Ishtar amongst all these other things that works beautifully like an orchestra.
Yeah.
So I think some things really complement each other.
They're such nice people. That
they are the nicest.
Willing to share love.
Exactly. Where actually, maybe some other brands maybe wouldn't do that because you've named another brand.
They're just like, I think they're just decent people. Mm-hmm. Everyone involved in it is nice. Oh yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I quite like to give them a little go.
Okay. Don't worry.
Even though it feels like I'm having an affair, because I'm a weirdo. Occlusives that you might want to try. Squalene comes up a lot in skincare addiction is mentioned a lot. People love it.
As your final sealing in process. Okay, good.
So maybe that.
Plant oils.
If you don't want to go with the Vaseline, then try Squalene.
Okay.
Plant oils. I've kind of like gone off plant oils, which I used to enjoy using.
I've just ordered sea buckthorn now for the first time and never used it.
Have you not tried it? Okay.
Do tell me.
It's fucking orange.
But that's good because, you know.
It doesn't soak in.
Oh.
It doesn't. It's just orange. It makes your face look comical.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
I'm
cool.
being seriously real.
You didn't like it at all then? What about the properties? What about what it does for your face? Because reading it, it just sounded amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Like it would cure a limp if you put it on your
fine,
foot.
If you don't mind being orange.
Yeah, I actually don't mind being orange because when
you look funny though. Your husband will laugh at you.
When I bought so when I was in San Francisco and I went to the Deciem shop, and this guy who I wrote a huge glowing review on and sent it to Deciem. I was just I want you to know this guy is just so perfect, and he helped me find a good, what I thought was a good shade match for a foundation. And when I ordered it, I can't remember, it was like 2.1 yellow and 2.1 pink. One in full coverage and one was serum.
I would say you're neutral.
Yeah, so what if both of them are just orange as shit?
Yeah,
but it's fine. Like the serum one
really veers. If you're neutral, go pink.
Yeah. But I'm just not, so I just didn't think that would be a good look. But
you have to go pink, and it'll probably still be a little bit too yellow.
Yeah. So they're both yellow. So I just I mix with moisturizer when I put it on, so that it's not so. And the full coverage one is like seriously full coverage as well. It's a bit much. What was I talking about? So I don't mind orange basically because my face is
this
orange.
Is something
right now,
else.
anyway.
You will laugh. You put it on. You're gonna.
And it won't sink in.
It does not sink in.
Maybe I can re-gift it.
That's why I'm like
to someone else.
You know. Sea buckthorn's got amazing properties, but if it doesn't soak into your skin, then is it really doing what it's supposed to?
And I've just tried every other. The only one I hadn't tried was bee oil. All the other oils I've tried.
Yeah, I like bee oil.
Yeah, my favourite was marula. I love marula and I love the rose hip. I should just go with what you know, really. But just thought I'd try something else. But
just since I heard Sam Bunting say that oil clogs your pores, and all of the dermatologists at conferences are like talking about why do their clients use oils because they're just getting clogged pores. So ever since then, I'm like, nah. I'm going to stop using it.
But don't you think that's the amount you're using? Because clearly you're not supposed to use a pipette full. It's supposed to be a couple of drops. Yeah. And that on a...
But it's pure oil, isn't it? You know, I think that the dose is relevant. Yeah. So, if you're only using as a percentage of something else, then it's not so bad. But because we're putting lots of neat plant oil on our face, it may clog your pores. Okay. You might be so dry that you literally suck it up and your skin loves it and it's fine.
I was going to say...
But for me, as a cloggy, pory person...
You're just going to give it a miss. So you're not using oils at all now?
No, I don't. No, I use, mineral oil. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it, really.
Oh my God, you put petrol on your face. Oh.
I know. I'm going to burst into flames in a minute. So, I've copied and pasted a couple of ingredients lists.
Okay.
One from a heavy moisturiser and from a light moisturiser.
Okay.
So the heavy moisturiser, I'll read it out. I don't know if I'm fascinated. I don't know about anybody else in the world. So water, glycerin. So this is the Aveeno cream. That's what it's called on its packet. Aveeno cream. Water, glycerin, distearyl diammonium chloride. That sounds boring, so I'm not going to go on about that. Paraffinum liquidum, so that's Vaseline, basically, just like liquid mineral oil. Cetyl alcohol, that's a fatty acid. It's got dimethicone, that's another occlusive.
Okay.
It's got Avena sativa kernel flour, which is oat flour.
Okay.
So good. Paraffin, which is Vaseline. And some other little bits and bobs.
Bro.
So yeah, it's quite an occlusive. So you look at it and go, well, it's got humectant in it. It's got glycerin in it.
Yeah.
But the rest is mainly occlusives.
Okay.
And it's got oats in it, so that's going to calm your skin as well.
Lovely.
Yeah. And the
Aveno's very sensibly priced as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't remember how much it was.
Like £6 to £8.
Yeah, less than that. I think
really?
I paid in Savers.
Okay, cool.
My favourite shop in the world. And then I put the Superdrug Pure Hydrating Serum list up. So that's got water, capric triglycerides. So that's like an emollient. It's got glycerin in it. It's got allantoin, which calms the skin. Okay. Sodium PCA, sodium lactate, lactic acid. Serine is an amino acid.
Wow.
Urea, sodium hyaluronate.
Nice.
Ceramides. 3 different types of ceramide, and then preservatives and stuff.
Brill.
So it's really good, but that's like super cheap, like £3 cheap.
And say that again. Which one was that?
So that's the Superdrug Simply Pure Hydrating Serum.
Wow, it's got loads. It's packed with good stuff, isn't it?
It's got loads of different things that are great, and it doesn't cost much. Which is, I always just get cross and it's like, you can put all these ingredients in and it not cost an absolute fortune.
What was the name of the brand that I told you I was hoodwinked by? Not hoodwinked, but
Begins with L.
Yeah. Anyway, $900.
It's such a forgettable name.
Yeah.
Because I've...
Yeah. It's like L'Oreal, but not.
But I was going through their website just laughing.
Yeah, it's terrible. But it looks like...
£2,200.
Yeah, it looks like a pyramid scheme though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Something very pyramid schemey.
Was it 2,200?
There was something that was in the thousands.
2,000, yeah, it was. I'm almost like thinking must have got that wrong.
But there's nothing about them anywhere else apart from on their website.
Yeah.
Which is really weird, isn't it?
At least, La Mer is quite famously overpriced, but, it's £150 for the moisturiser, not 2,000.
Yeah. Bollocks.
Yeah. And what's in it? I looked at the ingredient list and it's like lots of perfume, gold.
Yeah.
Put gold in it and seaweed. I think, seaweed.
Yeah.
That's not expensive.
You don't want rub gold on your face though. You could other uses for it.
Yeah. Do you want to? Because gold is actually a drug that's used for arthritis.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the bangle made of?
Copper.
Oh, it's copper.
Yeah. So metals do have an effect, but no thanks. And I think that's the end of my presentation.
That's a really good presentation. I would clap, but it would be really annoying for the sound, I think. No, it's really good. And actually, that's learnt me a lot.
Has it?
No, it really has.
Oh, good.
Always does.
But, I think just go by your skin.
Yeah.
And, treat your cleanser with suspicion. And think about just layering it on. Just put more on to see what happens.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
And despite the UK not offering much in the way of hydrating toners,
still try and find one because they're fucking useful.
They are.
Yeah.
So we're going with what's the hylamide one called again?
Hydrodensity.
Hydrodensity. So that's in the core series pack.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hydrodensity, and then the Korean brands do some awesome ones.
Yeah, there's loads of Korean ones.
Yeah.
millions of them.
Yeah.
I haven't tried, it's just harder to get hold of them, isn't it?
Yeah. And actually some of them are perfumed to buggery as well.
Yeah, you've got to be suspicious of those. Yeah, but there is a Claire's one that's unperfumed, so the Claire's supple essence, you may even be able to get it on like Amazon or something.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else I needed to say. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, there isn't.
No.
I just want to go home and moisturise my face now because it feels really
It's so lovely to do it.
It is, isn't it?
I really like moisturising.
Yeah, I would find it boring, but now I think now I've got a 4 steps in there.
Yeah.
Which I really do need at the moment. Because I find at the moment I go really low on acids.
Yeah.
At this time of year, and just even though I'm quite heavy on the tretinoin, which can be super.
Yeah, that could be very thinning to your skin.
Yeah, very thinning.
Surface.
So it does feel that it needs to be. It does feel like it's been resurfaced.
Yeah.
It just needs to be sort of.
Oh yeah, that's what I knew I wanted to say something. I have Kyle.
Oh
the £70 new treatment from Niod.
Yeah.
I have it.
Yeah.
I've been trying it out. It's quite interesting.
Is it good?
Yeah, really good.
What's it supposed to do?
I don't know. Makes your skin normal.
Right.
That's basically, so it puts it into a state of repair.
So what does it stand for?
Copper amino isolate lipids.
Okay.
So like Kais, but in a lipid form. And they've got some other plant extracts in there, and I'll do some research for next time and find out what they are.
Okay.
I don't know. I never heard of them. And it's like an oily balm thing. So it's blue, and you're not meant to use anything else with it at all. So this is kind of putting everyone's noses out of joint.
That pisses me off about copper.
Yeah, you can't use anything with it at all.
No, it's so annoying. That's why I don't use the buffer with copper peptides was great, but I just couldn't wait to finish it because I had no doubt it was doing wonderful things for my skin, but it pissed me off because all I could do.
Can't I do anything else?
Moisturise, and that was it.
Yeah. Kyle, you're not meant to use anything with it.
Not even any sort of moisturiser or.
They say alone. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but you kind of don't need to. It's cool. So, yeah, you wash your face, and just put it on, and that's it. So it kind of goes against the grain, but it's sort of got moisturising stuff in there and occlusives.
Okay.
I was like, oh, I need to hydrate with it though, because I need to hydrate.
Does it have a noticeable effect?
I think it's just makes your skin normal and not dry, and so
perfect for now.
I had a few sort of raw patches where they had spots or just chapped bits, and it kind of healed them all up pretty quickly.
Wow.
But I used it with my tretinoin a couple of nights, and then my skin came off in sheets. I've never seen anything like it. I could pick a bit of not dry skin. It wasn't even dry. It was just...
You just move your skin.
Yeah. And I peeled off a huge sort of... a big sort of strip of skin. And it all came off. It was like I'd had a chemical peel. But it wasn't irritated at all.
No way.
Yeah. So I don't know what it did, or if it just speeded up the turnover or whatever. But it was cool.
I used the AHA BHA peel, which I'd never used before.
I haven't used that for ages.
And you said, your skin's going to peel. So I put it on, and I think only for about 2 or 3 minutes, didn't leave it on for very long at all.
It stings. I find it stings.
I was
it feels a bit
really uncomfortable.
Irritating and long. Yeah.
So I just took it off, and the next day I was like, yeah, fine. And then the day after that, I was like, that's fine too. And then the day after that, I'd had a meeting for about 3 hours, and I noticed that someone
that's a long meeting.
Was looking in between my eyes, and I was like, that's really... And when I went to the toilet, a huge flap of skin.
Flap of skin.
In between my eyes.
Oh, and you had the meeting and with the flap of skin?
During the meeting with the flap of skin, and as I pulled it off...
that's a little bit embarrassing,
and I made the mistake of wearing my really orange wrong shaded foundation as well, and it just, you know, when you see people wear foundation over really dry skin, you think, oh love, don't do that.
I was that, and it was just like, it collects
cannot wear
in
makeup.
The margins of dry skin.
You just can't wear makeup for days afterwards.
No.
I don't see,
there's no value in the makeup. It's making it look worse.
You look terrible.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the new you that emerges is great afterwards. I really appreciate that. But I wouldn't use it at this time of year ever again. I'll use it in the springtime.
Yeah.
When rebirth.
Yes.
After Easter.
Yeah. When the air is full of
and definitely not moisture. With makeup.
Yeah.
It's just a huge mistake. For about 5 days, I would say.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe that's because you're using it with other, Tret and stuff.
I was kind of careful, like, obviously not at the same time I didn't. I left it a couple of days after I used Tret, but still, it was just bonkers.
Good. Yeah.
It was really...
I think in this, if you're using Tret and in this weather, occasion, I reckon, once a week, 5% lactic acid, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not like, you see people talking about acids and. Somebody, because I made a post on skincare addiction, which I was a bit nervous about, but I did it, and somebody put that drunk